Well, good Monday to you. I learned something just today that I found very interesting, and that is, out of all the mammals, giraffes have the shortest sleep cycle, sleeping only 10 minutes to 2 hours in a 24-hour period, averaging only 1.9 hours per day. Now, sometimes as a parent, I feel like that, but that's what they average per day. It's not a sleep disorder. That's just how God made them. As I referred to in a previous post, just a few days into Noah's treatment back in 2011, when we had found out that he had cancer, I had asked God one day to give me something from His Word. And I opened up the Bible, and it just dropped open to Psalm 121. And Psalm 21:1 begins, "I lift up my eyes to the hills. Where does my help come from? My help comes from the Lord, the maker of heaven and earth." Well, there were a lot of sleepless nights after Noah went through his initial diagnosis and treatment, and we got him back home. And for those of you who are parents, and you know what it's like to lay there at night, and you've got a newborn beside your bed in a crib, and you're laying there, and you're just listening for that child to breathe. You know what I'm talking about. Well, during Noah's treatment, and especially in the hardest few weeks and months, I think Delane and I did that a lot. We laid there at night and we would listen for Noah to call out needing help. In Psalm 121, there's another word of encouragement that I want to share with you, and it's Psalm 121, verse 5. And it says, "The Lord watches over you. The Lord is your shade at your right hand. The sun will not harm you by day, nor the moon by night." So it says the Lord watches over us. But what's really cool is in verse 4, when it says, "Indeed, he who watches over Israel will neither slumber nor sleep." God doesn't need naps. God doesn't, stay awake all the time because He's stressing over something. I mean, how many times have we laid in bed awake at night, staring at the ceiling and at the clock, and we're awake because there's something going on the next day that we're nervous about, or we're worried about a family member or a friend or that bill. Whenever I came across that verse telling that God doesn't sleep nor slumber, it helped me to understand that Delane and I, as human beings, we needed sleep. We needed rest at times. And we didn't have to lie awake at night worried and concerned, because God was awake for us. And so let me encourage you with this truth. God is in control. We may not understand what He's doing or what He's allowing, but God knows what He's up to. And so remember, whenever you're laying awake at night and you're worried and you're stressed and you're going over all of the, how am I going to do this? What can I do next? That God's awake already. There are still times that I lie awake in bed at night, worried, or I wake up thinking about something that I've got to do. But I always try to remind myself that, hey, God's awake for me. I'll get my rest now. I would challenge you to do the same. I hope you have a great Monday, and I hope this is a great start to another great week. Once again, if these videos encourage you or help you, share them. Subscribe on YouTube. I hope you have a great week. I'll see you soon. God bless.